Hello, it's Jessica from A Diamond and Sticks YouTube channel. And today we're going to be going over this character here on the Dead by Daylight or DBD game. It's a horror game. And I play on this person's account, on their Steam account, and I use all their other resources. So today we're going over this character. Her name is Haddie Kaur, and I've got her prestige to a level 3. And the last time we went over that character next to her, Yorshi, and today we're going over Haddie Kaur. So let's go ahead and start getting into it and read her bio about her. The Blood Moon event is still going on right now as the time of this video. So here is her biography. Haddie Kaur. Haddie spent her youth in a household brimming with love. Her mother, Professor Bassett Kaur, moved across the world to teach agricultural science at a university in Trois-Rivières, Quebec. Her father, Rajon Sign, found a remarkable success with a catering business in the small Quebec Cortese, sorry if I'm not pronouncing these right, town. Her house constantly swirled with the wonderful aromas of cumin, chilies, masala, cardamom, and fresh steaming naan pulled from a tandoor oven. Her earliest memories were filled with stories of India, and on her 10th birthday, her parents promised to visit Punjab just after the new year. During the holiday season, her parents went to a party with their closest friends, Maurice and Francoisques Ruse. When Haddie called her parents to say she felt sick, they left in a hurry, driving through the winding, snow-swept roads of rural Quebec. Rajon lost control of the car, skidding into an icy, gnarled forest. It would be 2 days before their bodies were found, trapped in the vehicle. As Haddie's fever broke, the police arrived at her doorstep, telling her that they had not survived or suffered, but Haddie was old enough to know the police was just being kind. The next morning, she woke with white hair and a question that would haunt her for the rest of her life. The Roys took Haddie in, doing their best to fill the hole left by her parents. Despite the enormous loss, Haddie was again surrounded with love, the love her adopted parents had for their son Jordan, and the love that three had for her. But the trauma of losing her parents seemed to unlock something within her. She began to see things nobody else could see, horrible, unnatural, unexplainable things. Apparitions tormented her in class, at the home, in bed. Her unexpected screams earned her the nickname Helly Haddie, only adding to her alienation and anguish. Once a cheerful and social child, Haddie walled herself off to the world. With time, Haddie realized her uncanny abilities only triggered in certain areas, dark areas. It was as though there was places in the world where another dimension somehow bled into her own. Jordan called these intersecting areas overlaps, and they seemed to give Haddie insight into a dark, shadowy world straight out of a cosmic horror story. When Haddie graduated from high school, she felt an unexplainable tug to discover her parents were, who her parents were. To raise money for a trip to India, her brother Jordan suggested that they use her abilities to explore and document all the haunted places in Quebec, starting with a haunted asylum at the Doria Institute. Haddie could see and hear residential memories, patients, doctors, and so much more. While recording her impressions at the Institute, she offhandedly called the encroaching dimension the revenge sense. It's not only assaulted with her memories from all times and places, but also gave the sense of feeding off psychic energy. The revenge she sensed was a living mosaic of human suffering that would slowly corrupting and devouring the world. She concluded that they needed to investigate more to see if they were anything to her hypothesis. Jordan presented the footage and recordings to their uncle Stephen, and who helped them turn what they had documented into a web stories. Within days of uploading the first episode, Revisions of the Abyss was a viral hit. True crime fans, ghost chasers, and skeptics flooded the comments with their own theories of what she was experiencing. Stefan handled the production, and before long, he presented Haddie with her first cheek as a professional podcaster. Now, with a working budget, Haddie was able to investigate the most haunted places in the world, seeking answers about the ravage. Her investigations led her to a secluded island, where once an entire town had mysteriously disappeared, leaving dozens of empty houses or homes. She never felt such a strong influence of the ravage as she did here. It pulsed with suffering and cruelty and repressed darkness. Haddie absorbed the emotions of the ghost town and closed her eyes, calming herself and silencing her mind. She began to hear guttural screams and cries of whimpers. When she opened her eyes again, she could see the scintillating orange residential memories of people tearing each other apart in the mud and rain. Then everything disappeared as a much older version of her stepbrother beckoned her from one of the homes. She chased after him, only to stop suddenly with the realization that the revenge was toying with her emotions, playing tricks on her, making her see things that couldn't possibly be real. The encounter nearly put Haddie off the project entirely, but she was now the linchpin for a company that fed her family. Her uncle Stephen continued to line up sites to visit, and after a personal trip backpacking across India, Haddie carried on subjecting herself to the horrors of the ravage. Then, while investigating a haunted World War II bunker in the Alps, Haddie heard someone faintly crying out for help in Punjabi. Snow flurried into the bunker as a tunnel suddenly opened to a snow-covered forest. A horn blared in the distance and faded away. She saw the glow of red lights through a wall of snow and felt her heart skip a beat as she rushed to a crumbled blue car pinned between two massive pine trees. Though the shattered windshield, she had saw the bodies of her parents stuck in pools of the frozen blood. Haddie narrowed her gaze and saw tiny plumes of vapor floating from the trembling blue lips. With a profound sense of urgency, she rushed around the wreck, trying her best to push and pull and kick her way in, all to no avail. As she cried out to them that she was sorry for being sick, that the accident was all her fault, their eyes snapped open, and in unison they answered the question that had anchored her life to their death. Yes, Betty, we suffered. With a terrible cry, Haddie fell back into the snow as ice tendrils wrapped around her and pulled her down into a world of endless darkness. I don't really like playing Haddie that much, and I really don't like using her perks that much. But that's why you can tell she's only prestige to a level 3. Let's get into her perks. It's in the purple, so it's a rare perk. It's called Inner Focus, and like I said, I hardly ever use any of her perks. You have honed your ability to see through the haze of revenge. You can see other survivors' scratch marks. When the killer causes another survivor to lose a health state, the killer's aurora is revealed to you for 10 seconds. The death, the trauma, the fear, it all leads here. The overlap, Haddie Kaur, Ravages of the Abyss, episode 11. That's her quote. Residual Manifest. It's in the purple, so it's a rare perk. A lifetime of chasing the darkness has taught you that the best disinfectant is light. After a successful killer blind action, the killer is affected by the blindness status effect for 30 seconds. This perk grants the ability to rummage through an open chest once per trial and will guarantee a basic flashlight. Blindness prevents the killer from seeing auroras. I'll never see what Haddie sees, but so long as I'm with her, I know I'm safe. Jordan Royce, Ravages of the Abyss, episode 5. Her last perk is Overzealous. It's a rare perk because it's in the purple. Fighting back against the revenge motivates and inspires you. After cleansing or blessing a totem, this perk activates. Your generator repair speed is increased by 10%. This bonus is doubled if you cleanse or bless a hex totem. This perk deactivates when you lose a health state by any means. The revenge senses us. We need to work fast. Haddie Kaur, Ravages of the Abyss, episode 9. This is her customizations. I don't have a whole lot for her because, like I said, I don't enjoy playing her. This one here is her original Haddie Kaur outfit, and then I've got this combination outfit on her, and then this is her loadout. She's prestige to level 3. This is what I'm using. This is the perks I'm using. Right now, the Blood Moon event is going on, and this is her blood web, and that's basically all about Haddie Kaur. Thanks for watching. I really do appreciate each and every one of y'all who watch my videos. Thanks for supporting me and my daughters. Thank you, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.